My name is Peter Benson, and I am going to do my case study on eClinicalWorks. They were involved in a case for the False Claims Act with a settlement of $155 million. The reason I find this case interesting is because at my place of work, we actually use ECW. We have not been using the software for too long, about 3 years now. And this case actually came out in 2017, right about the time we were finishing up transferring over from our old EHR system to eClinicalWorks. And we've actually had some of the same problems that this lawsuit entails. I don't believe that we have had the same issues as the other healthcare providers that they encountered. ECW has been pretty forward with fixing software glitches for us. They've been, as far as my experience, very helpful with putting in help tickets for their IT department and fixing the issues that we encounter. And we have encountered quite a few issues with them, which I expect with any software. It's an evolving process. So, but that's why I find it interesting, because it's actually the same software that we use. So the details of the case involving ECW, eClinicalWorks, involve the company providing kickbacks to customers to say nice things about their software, things that were not true, capabilities that the software did not have. It also involves them falsifying test results for their drug coding in the software. The HHS, which stands for Health and Human Services, requires that they meet a certain number of codes in order for them to get certified, and they only hard-coded the test results that were required. But part of the requirement is that all drug codes can be ran through the system and detected. And they only hard-coded the ones required to pass the test. So while they did pass the test, it still doesn't meet the requirement that all drugs can work through their system. Following the lawsuit, they were determined to have to pay $155 million in claims. Different developers individually had to pay different amounts, $50,000, $15,000. So there were individuals that were held accountable besides just the overall company. It looks like they were required to offer transferring all healthcare information on their patients to a different system if their clients requested it. And actually looks like there may be another lawsuit involving that aspect of it, as it looks like they're not following through on that. It looks like they've paid the settlement, but it doesn't look like they're holding up their end of the bargain with if their clients want to transfer over to a different EHR. It kind of looks like they're giving them the runaround. I'm actually kind of confused on what a compliance officer could do in a case like this, considering it was the Department of Justice that brought the case against them. I guess if you were using this software, like our company is, you would have to be vigilant about making sure that they are still holding up their end of what the settlement was for continuing customers. They were supposed to make upgrades to the system so that the different drugs could be detected. And I guess you would have to continually just keep an eye on any issues you're having. If you're submitting work tickets to IT so that you can get your glitches fixed, if something's not processing right, you would have to be responsible for staying on top of all that and making sure that they're following through with whatever fixes are required. My personal thought on the case, and just ECW in general, since I use it every day, is it is an absolutely horrible program. I don't know if the company choosing the program was a result of some of those kickbacks of customers promoting their product, but it is not user friendly. The refresh on the program, you can be in the middle of charting, putting histories in for patients, and if the program decides to refresh, which it does every 45 to 50 seconds, which there is no way to stop that, it takes you back to ground zero and you have to start completely over again, which is extremely frustrating. I found my information for the case. We actually kind of heard whisperings of it at work when we first went live with the product 3 years ago. But my sources are actually on the justice.gov site for the Department of Justice, and there is a couple of different articles online. The other one that I used is at healthcareitnews.com. I guess that would be healthcareitnews.com, and I will provide links when I upload the video.